Hi guys, this is the advisor and welcome back to my channel. Guys, I've got some good news that I have to share with you. You know you are my peeps and I have to share this with you. I woke up this morning to see a notice from YouTube saying that I've got one of the highest viewer return rates in all of Facebook. Sorry, did I say Facebook? I mean YouTube. It says that between 75 and 80% of viewers who visits my channel for the very first time returns. And it is abnormally high because they say the normal rate is about 22% average. So normally it's less than a quarter. For mine it's over 3/4. And you know what that tells me? It tells me that I need to continue on the same path, being fair, being frank, saying things as it is, as it should be said, and calling out nonsense wherever it occurs. One of the things that it also does for me too is that it gives me faith in humanity. Because it tells me that there are actually a lot of decent, upstanding people out there in the world. Or should I say, still remaining in the world. And that in itself gives me the feeling that there is hope for humanity. But that can only happen if we let our light shine. Don't keep it in your heart. Do like me. Say it out loud. You know, after I saw that notice from YouTube, it reminds me of this country, Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso, in one of the native language of that country, it means land of upright men. And it makes me feel like renaming this channel the channel of upright men. And when I say men, I use the term for humanity. Like when in the Bible God did say, let us make man, he did mean humanity. So guys, thank you. And believe me, you can always return because I will never disappoint. Anyway, guys, as you know, this is a learning channel. And when you come on this channel, you come on this channel to learn. And today's lesson is one that is a throwback lesson. It is a lesson that I've taught on more than one occasion and many occasions on this channel. Nevertheless, you know, sometimes the people in the back, the TikTok brainers, sometimes them hard to learn. And sometimes you have to give them some lessons several times over. But this is quite interesting. And you will want to hear. And you will know why when you start to hear this. This is a throwback to an incident from 2017, January 2017. So this month makes 8 years, but it is still as relevant then as it is at this present moment while you're watching this video. At the time when this incident happened, I did not have a YouTube channel. But yesterday, the 18th of January, a post that I had put out then came up back as a reminder. And I was like, yes, this is a great lesson. Because at the time, believe me, you know, I have connection to Westmoreland. I was born in Westmoreland anyway, so I still have family there and I have a little inside information also. On the 16th of January, the bodies of 3 young men from Savanna-la-Mar in Westmoreland were found decomposing in bushes. The young men were David Bennett, 22 years old, Richard Davis, 24 years old, and Romaine Sweeny, 24 years old, all of Seaton Crescent in Savanna-la-Mar. Now, this is a picture of the young men. Now, before giving you guys the inside story, I need to go back to an Observer article of the time. And this is the Observer report, and I quote, The worst fears of loved ones of three Savanna-la-Mar men who went missing Saturday were realized when their partially decomposed bodies were discovered deep in bushes in the West End area of Negril yesterday afternoon. The deceased have been identified as David Bennett, 22, Richard Davis, 24, and Romaine Sweeny, 24, all of Seaton Crescent, Savanna-la-Mar, Westmoreland addresses. The police say the three were last seen alive traveling in a grey Honda CR-V driven by Sweeny in Negril about 3:45 p.m. on Saturday. Family members and friends who reported the disappearance of the trio to the police began searching for the men Saturday night after calls to their cellular phones went unanswered. But yesterday at about 1:15 p.m. a search party consisting mostly of residents of Savanna-la-Mar, which combed bushes in Negril at the western tip of the island, made the gruesome find after they were alerted by an obnoxious stench. The police who were summoned disclosed that the partially decayed bodies had what appeared to be gunshot wounds. However, there were no trace of the Honda CR-V motorcar in which the men were last seen. When news of the ghastly discovery spread, a large gathering congregated outside the police crime scene tapes. Among them were Sweeney's distraught brother, Jason. He described his slain brother and the other two deceased as party animals who did not give trouble. Last week was the last time me see them. I was at work Saturday night and me hear say them can't find my brother. I start to check the funeral homes, start checking hospital, and we can't hear anything. He bemoaned, staring blankly. I just party man them. I just every night them their party, just drink and come home. Nobody can see them involved in nothing. A female in the crowd was overheard saying that one of the dead men recently told friends that he had dreamt of being shot in the neck. And quoting her, she said, "We are wonder where this a come from." And of course, this was the first triple murder of the year 2017, and there was actually 7 triple murders that year. Now, we're going to unpack this, break it apart, analyze it, and see what lessons we can learn from this. And of course, I'm going to, feed you with some inside information I have on this matter. Now, as one of the brothers say, they don't give trouble. They are just party animals. They go to party every night, drink, drunk, come home, sleep. Now, me know we have some bright people over here. Uno see anything wrong with that picture? Of course, uno sensible ones. The first thing you go and ask is, so where them get money for go party? Looking at them, it is clear that they are not the brightest bulbs in the ceiling. We can assume that these does not work in a bank, or work in a call center, or work in any office. We can tell that they are not policemen or soldiers, or doctors or lawyers. And if we want to be honest with ourselves, we can imagine them working in a wholesale. Because me would even put them on a construction site, because them I can mix cement, obviously. And the way them puny, I don't think them I can chop grass. Yes, and as usual, we are judge them book you by them cover. Now, look at the trademarks. Plait up here, bleach out skin, herring in a ears, tight pants, tattoo skin, pants under them body, herring in a ears. Did I say that? More time spliffer hang out a jackana. We could go on and on, but we see the trademark. Now the question to ask is, where them get? I may ask parents, you parents who have teenage children. I go ask you now. How them did eat? How them did drink? How them did get wear? How them did get shelter? Them a big 22 to 20 odd year old man, a big old takuram. And them parents did still give them food, shelter and clothing same way? I doubt that very much. So where them get money for go party, that them can go party 7 nights a week? Remember, the brother of one of them said they go partying every night. Therefore, them couldn't wake up and go no work when daylight. How you feel do that? Where you get money for you buy drink when you go a party? Because them a boy don't just go party, go stand up one side and in a one dark corner and a drink back juice. So, brother Desmond, what is your verdict on this?
Something alright. Something alright, yeah.
Say it again for those in the back for me there. Say it again.
Something alright. Something alright, yeah.
Bingo, me brethren. Just like how Cartel can come out, I hope you come out soon too. Because you are better somebody than Cartel. And anyone who don't think so me should have said that about my brethren Ninja Man, who come bite me. No. The woman them can come bite me. All the ladies, please, can always come bite me for saying that. No long seed man come nowhere near me. Anyway, fun and joke aside, let's unpack it. Let's analyze it. And examine several factors. The yaga look. Them having money to spend. Them actually not having a proper job. Them partying every night. Them gathering in groups of men. What does that say? Does that imply that they might be little choir boys? Or should I say altar boys? Training to go out and preach the gospel? Importantly, let's ask it again. Where them get money from? Remember that the one named Romaine Sweeny, he was driving a Honda CR-V that they were all traveling in. Now, them can buy a car? Were they famous TikTokers? No, because 8 years ago, TikTok was virtually unknown in Jamaica. So, let me tell you what I heard. They were in the chopping game. All three were in the chopping game. But they were actually working for a man in Montego Bay. I hear his name was Dexter, or is Dexter. I don't have a last name. Well, at least one of them, the one with the CR-V, was actually the one working for Dexter. But after a while, all three of them went into the chopping game. And each were making his own little money, or trying to make his own money. So, for those foreigners, let me explain chopping, what it means. It means lotto scamming. Calling people and tell them they win money and you are to send money and give them and so on and so forth. But it seemed that after a while, the chopping game wasn't profiting them enough. And they went out, and every time they make a money, them just floss it, them just flats it. Hennessy and all kind of thing. Anywhere the party they for true, they were there. But it seemed that the money for them to splurge was not coming in fast enough, and eventually them sleep out some of them time a day and party at night, and things were running down. So they knew that the boss where they used to work for, they knew the inside out of his home, and I hear he has also a business place. And they knew the security code for getting in and out of the places where he was located. Because apparently he didn't change these codes. So what they did, they went in and they've used gun and robbed him. Because as you know, as soon as these scammers make a money, the first thing they buy is not a suit of clothes or a plate of food. The first money them get, them buy a gun. So them go in, joke him down, tie them up, take what them have, but they didn't kill anybody. One of them I hear did buy a car, a bandolo vehicle that somebody had stolen from the off the wharf. So they couldn't carry it, go to the license to get it licensed at the tax office. The police had taken that vehicle when them lend it out to somebody, or probably rent it out, and the police realized it was bandolo papers. And that car was at one police station or another, and the individual that they loaned or rented the car to was in some trouble. So they wanted a vehicle. So they not only rob the man of the money, but like idiots, them actually take the vehicle, that Honda CRV. And they had it driving up for a while. You see how them people are, just like how them look, I same way them fool. The man with them scam no do nothing more than get in touch with one of them runners. Somebody who they normally would send to Western Union for go pick up funds and all of that, and get him to tell them to come and pick up some money at a point. I don't know if it's money that they had just scammed somebody or it's money that this individual had for them for quite some time. But all three of them now jump in at the stolen CRV and go for the money. And we know the results of that. But if you guys listen to the report in the Observer, remember it was said they were last seen in Negril at 3:45 p.m. So why is it that by 6 o'clock, 2.5 hours later, them family have broke them neck, get all frantic, gone to police station and run all about and look for them? Don't you think the family know something? Nobody could be last seen at such a long in the evening, and then 2.5 hours later, everybody have broke them neck, all a farm search team. That don't make no sense. And why did they choose to target a specific area? Them whole family knew what them do, knew the type of life they lived first of all, and their family knew that somebody, for whatever reason, was out to get them. That is why as soon as the three of them jump in at the vehicle and is out of sight, and them call the phone and don't get no response, everybody get frantic. Now, let's face it, that wouldn't happen under normal conditions. So all you see the brother and other family members are come talk about, oh, they're just party freaks. They only go to parties. Yeah, right. So I see again, when you no see them something a road, judge them by them looks. You could be wrong, but if you go duck hunting and you go to shoot ducks, and you have a pigeon, put on duck beak, put on web feet, walk and waddle, and I go quack, 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 and you shoot him in him wrath, whose fault is it? You're either a duck or you're a wannabe duck. Either way, you are in my gun sights. Am I making sense? So now that I've called out all the signs that one is supposed to look for to find out what your picnic them a do or what them up to or what can happen to them, this is the video that you should have been watching to the end. And guys, thanks for watching. Like, share, leave a comment below, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.